How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. A lot of reports going on. They're sending more troops there. If you know how the military operates, they send things in waves. They're actually their replacements. They know they're going to have casualties, and they send them in waves. The first wave goes in as the paratroopers, as I talked about before, but you have more coming. They do it in waves, and everybody has joined the party. Everybody has joined the party. This just happened today. I haven't heard anybody report on it, but there's something in my last video I left out, and I'm going to show you, because we know where these happen. The paratroopers, that's how it starts. Here's today, the 29th. As I said, I don't know when Trump's going to be gone, but he will disappear before we leave the rapture. He will leave. They show this in everything. It was not Friday, but as we watch and wait, Sunday this week, we'll see what happens. Sorry about my internet. People have been telling me their internet has been going in and out. I didn't want to start a live stream when I was having problems even connecting to the internet. I would have just had to start up and then restart, and I might, like I said, a lot of people have been having problems. This could be my last video. Could be my last video. So I'll show you.
An interest in the Middle East. We are confident that the Soviet Union will take note of our resolve and will desist from its present perilous course of action.
So right after the paratroopers go in, and we know this is in the Bible, they show the sheep in here. They also show the blackness on every face. That is in the Bible. Right when the sheep is dead, their faces are black. The Bible says there'll be blackness on every face. That is in the Bible. I could show the Bible verse for it, but you know where it is.
Evidence overnight from scientists and observers in many countries that there have been two nuclear explosions. We pretty much know where those two will be, and Israel's also said that. Damascus, they've threatened Damascus. They also Iran. Those are the two nuclear blasts. It'll be Damascus, ruinous heat. We know that in the Bible, and then Iran. These are the two places that will be. So in the Middle East.
So that's war coverage. Two nuclear blasts, war coverage, and then as I said, the ship sinking also. This sinking of ships. So on the 24th, I reported this. The 82nd Airborne arrived in the Middle East on the 24th, and here's a video of it. Yes, there's more coming. But that's how the military always works. D-Day, EU in Japan, when they attacked whatever island it was, the same thing. You have ships, and you have it's called a line. They keep bringing them. It's like a wave. They keep bringing forces in. You don't just. You have the supply line. That's what I was trying to say. But you keep bringing things in. You keep doing it. The initial one is the paratroopers, as I said before. And as you can see, the 82nd Airborne paratroopers, they'd put the paratroopers in first, and that's what it shows on threads also, as I showed here. Then a nuclear blast. They show it right here. They even show the paratroopers.
And will desist from its present perilous course of action.
It's exactly what they're talking about, as you can see.
There's growing evidence overnight from scientists and observers in many countries that there have been two nuclear explosions in the Middle East. But they show the paratroopers first. It's right here.
Has been forced, reluctantly, to take action to safeguard what it believes are legitimate weapons.
So, this is what they're doing. Pray for these people, because in Joel, as you can see, this is where we're at. It says these people are going to die, okay? These people are going to die. It says right here. Also, too, Lord says, fear not. As you're going to be feared, as the people are going to be saying, nuclear bombs going off. O land, be glad and rejoice, for the Lord will do great things. So the Lord will do great things, right in this Bible verse, right here. Pity the people and jealousy for his land. This is Israel. And as you can see right here, it says in verse 16, it says, gather the congregation. It says, the bridegroom come forth out of his chamber. This is Jesus, bridegroom, and the bride out of her closet. As I have said before, this is your prayer closet, and most people are not aware of this time, and that's kind of what this video is about. Also, gather the people, and the bride come out of her closet. This is the prayer closet. It's in the Bible 3 times. Closet, as I have said before, 3 is perfect. 3 witnesses, as I said before. As you can see right here, this was breaking 7 hours ago. Qatar, Egypt, Bahrain, UAE, Saudi Arabia will join the U.S. against Iran. So everybody's coming against Iran. Israel is striking Iran now. This was just recently. They're back and forth. Says UAE says Iran will regret for closing the straits. As you can see right here, UK, France, and Italy. This is breaking. UK just joined the fray. UK, France, and Italy and the United States sends advanced military ships to the Strait of Hormuz for opening it forcibly. So this is breaking forcibly. So here you go, 17 hours ago. So, now I'm going to talk about this because I checked it out for myself, and I'll show you, why I have sent potassium to even my friends. I've sent it to them, and I have some for myself, supply alert. So I checked this out for myself. I talked about this the other day.
Commandeered the supply of potassium iodide, a key medication used in radiation emergencies. Civilian supply is effectively cut off. That's according to Jace Medical anyway. They said their suppliers informed them. I've not been able to independently verify this. Not that I don't believe them, I just haven't found another source. However, it wouldn't surprise me if this is true. The World Health Organization is taking the means to prepare for a worst case scenario given the conflict in Iran. Part of that involves stocking up on supplies like potassium iodide. Potassium iodide, otherwise known as Ki, is non-radioactive iodine. Taken 12 hours before exposure or 4 hours after, it fills your thyroid with non-radioactive iodine so that it can't accept.
So that's very important. He told you the timeline. If you know something's going down, take it. But I'll just show you why I'm sending it out.
Conflict in Iran. Part of that involves stocking up on supplies like potassium iodide. Potassium iodide, otherwise known as Ki, is non-radioactive iodine. Taken 12 hours before.
12 hours before
exposure or 4 hours after, it fills your thyroid with non-radioactive iodine so that it can't accept the radioactive iodine that's in the environment.
Okay. So, here's another article on it. Two notices from business to buy supplements are saying the same thing the man on YouTube said. In the military, purchasing mass quantities. So I checked this out for myself. Now, I checked this out for myself. It's right here. I'll show you. This right here, you can see the time frame. I ordered it on March 12th. I sent it to my friend's house. My friend lives in a remote area, okay? He lives in a remote area. in other words, it's not like a major city. He got it in 3 days, okay? He got it in 3 days. Now, I bought enough for him for his whole family and his parents. And I like this guy. I've known him. I worked with him. He's a good kid. I care about him. Let's just say that. I care about him. So I ordered it. And he got it in 3 days, as you can see. I placed the order on March 9th. So, just for the heck of it, I ordered it. See, I've ordered more. I ordered more for other friends and had it delivered. That's 3 days. You can see there's another one, 3 days. This is exactly the brand he's talking about. So, I ordered this, same thing. So after I heard about all this, I got enough for my family and friends. But I just wanted to check out for myself, see if this was true. So, as you can see, I placed the order on the 26th. They're saying it's going to be here Friday. So it's not 3 days, it's not 2 days, roughly 2 or 3 days. I ordered it on the 26th. And they said it would be here on Friday, which will be the 3rd. Arriving Friday. So I ordered it on the 26th, and they're saying it's going to be here on the 3rd. That's a week. So instead of 2 days, instead of 3 days, it's going to be a week. But I've had things cancel on me after it goes after a week or 2 weeks. They'll say unavailable. I'll say unavailable. So, I would say that is true. That is over a week. 26, so that's, was that 10 days? 26. It'd be 7 days, 8 days. It'd be 8 days, roughly 8 days. That'd be 8 days. So, and I've had it before where I've had orders like this where then they'll stretch it out to another week, and then it will say unavailable or whatever. So this is true. Now, why am I buying it from my friends? Why am I buying it for my friends? Why am I buying it for people that I care about? It says right here, blessed is the servant that the Lord, when he cometh, shall find watching. This is Luke 12. Luke 12. Blessed is the servant who the Lord, when he cometh, shall find watching. Verily I say unto you, gird himself and make them sit down, and will come forth and serve them. This is the wedding supper. I have seen the wedding supper. So, I'm going to the wedding supper. People that are watching and waiting, people that find watching and waiting, they go to the wedding supper. It says right here, Jesus says, and you are like men that wait for the Lord when he returns from the wedding. And when he cometh and knocketh, they may open immediately. When he returns from the wedding, they don't go to the wedding. I've said this before. I've made many videos about this. Okay, and then he says down here, the second watch, third watch. There's people that definitely don't go to the wedding supper, right here. Other pastors have said the same thing, and that is correct. Blessed is the servant when the Lord cometh shall find watching. Verily, this is the wedding supper. I have seen the wedding supper. The Lord showed me the wedding supper. 36 says, very interesting, that it's 666. 3 sixes, 6 times 6 is 36, isn't it? Is it? Am I correct? Very interesting. And you are like men that wait for the Lord when he returns from the wedding. Returns from the wedding. They don't go to the wedding supper. He returns from the wedding. Then he says down here, Jesus tells you, who is that make, he says, who is the faithful and wise steward whom the Lord make ruler over his household, to give them their portion in due season? The person that's watching and waiting will be ruler over his whole household. I have also said this before. Joseph was made ruler over his whole household. Joseph was made ruler over his whole household. Okay. I have said before, I've said, made many videos, I've talked about it. I've seen a list. I got a list at the wedding supper. I got a list at the wedding supper and it had names on it. I've seen this list twice. These are the people that I will be ruler over in my own household. And I have said that before. I've said that before. It says, down here it says, he says, the Lord that servant come at a day he not look for him. This is the second watch. Not look for him, nor an hour when he is unaware, he will cut him asunder and appoint his portion with the unbelievers. The people that aren't watching for the Lord, their portion will be with the unbelievers, and they will be cut asunder. This is by the reapers. I've said this before. When the reapers come, they reap. It doesn't mean you're going to hell. It doesn't mean that you're going to hell, but you are not going to the wedding supper. You aren't going to the wedding supper. There's only one escape. There's only one rapture. The second one is cut asunder. You're a sheep, or you're either going to heaven or hell. The wheat goes to the barn. The wheat goes to the barn, and the chaff goes to the fire. That's what this means. The chaff goes, that's exactly what the Bible says. It says the wheat goes to the barn and the chaff goes to the fire. But it's cut asunder. It's cut asunder. Jesus said, the Lord of that servant come at a day he not look for him, and an hour he is unaware, he will cut him asunder and appoint his portion with the unbelievers. They'll be cut asunder. I've seen it. The Lord showed me it. It's with the reapers. I said before, I've seen the reapers. And that's exactly what this means. It's not that you're going to hell. It's just that you'll be cut asunder. And this is also, it's in Numbers. It says 10% go under the rod. 10% go under the rod. Who has the rod? Jesus has the rod. This is also in Revelation chapter 2:10. Says, fear none of these things that you suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, and you shall be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days. 10 days. So the reapers come after 10 days. The Lord showed me this. I was told 10 days. This is the reapers. I've went all over this in other Bible. I've went over this before. I've made many videos of this. So, there's strikes all over the place. So, we'll see what happens. But everything's all ready. This is my update for today. We'll see what happens. We'll see when Trump disappears, dies, when Trump disappears and dies. As I said, could have been the 27th. Could be Taco Tuesday. I don't really know, but all I know is that Trump will die and then we are raptured. Everything breaks loose, but everything is set up. The airborne's there. The airborne's there. Everything's ready to go. We'll see what happens. God bless. This is my update video today. Hope everybody's doing well. Yes, there's a lot of stuff going on. I could have talked about more things, but I did check on this for myself, and this is true, and that's why I've sent them to my friends. Actually, this guy, it's my friend. Oh, he's a good kid. He's a good kid. This one I sent to, I canceled this one because I decided to order it and send it to his house. It would be a lot easier. I canceled that one because I was like, why don't I just send it to his house? It'd be a lot easier. Plus he lives, this kid right here, like I said, I sent it to his house, and that's why I'm telling you, well, that's why I'm I believe he's on my list. That's why I sent it to him. I don't want him to suffer. I don't want my family members to suffer. It's a horrible way to die. Radiation poisoning is a horrible way to die. So that's why I sent it to my friends and people. I'll be returning in 10 days. I've said that before. I was returned from the wedding. We are with him. That's in Revelation right here. Those that were with him are faithful and true. Revelation 17. I've seen this before. Other people have told me they've seen the same thing as me. When I've said this in my videos, we'll be on white horses. Revelation 17, make war against the Lamb. This is the war. Jesus talks about this in Revelation, or Luke 17. It says, what king doesn't go to war with another king? It says right here, they shall make war against the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords, King of kings, and they that were with him were called chosen and faithful. This is Jesus' army. Jesus talks about his army in Luke 17. He said, what king doesn't go to war with another king and have 10,000? I'm just paraphrasing, 10,000. So in Luke 14, actually. Luke 14, excuse me. Luke 14. This is also in Joel also. He says an army, and that talks about Jesus' army. We are in his army. And then the fire is down here. Many people will be refined in the fire. Right here. Here's a fire. So this is my video. Hope everybody's doing well. God bless. Keep looking up. Keep prayed up. God bless.